I'm back from the funeral. We had it Saturday. Now it's Sunday now. I think today's the 7th, I think. This is the chair that Linda would sit in. This power reclining chair from a salon that I got. When she felt like getting out of the bed, and I still sleep in the bed, just comfortable. Just weird, I guess. But I'd roll her over here, a wheelchair over here, and she sit back here and push the button and recline back, and it gives her a great massage because it's got all kinds of fancy massage features on it. And she'd love that. She'd fall asleep in the chair for a couple hours, looking out over top of the city. You got this, you watch the skiers right there, and Pigeon Forge Ferris wheel on the cross, and Sevierville there, and you see the Kodak firelights out there by. It's all under. We're under the clouds right now. The clouds are too low, and you can't see the city. But Douglas Lake's over there, and she'd sit here and watch all this and fall asleep peacefully and just enjoy this. Wake up with dreams sometimes about fires burning everything from the sky. She took this serious enough to where she had me building a storm shelter. And I've been doing that all year. Every time she'd go to sleep, you give her a breakfast, a big breakfast every morning. I'd make her gravy and eggs and bacon and sausage, and she'd fall asleep for about 4 hours to about 12:30 every day. You can count on that like clockwork. Plus the pills and the shots just make her sleepy after she eats. The rest of the day you'd be with her because she'd be needing something constantly. It's just the way it was. So in that 3 or 4 hours every day I'd be building a storm shelter. So we're outside this wall here. I'll show you that in a second. It is a storm shelter I've been building all year based on her prophecies, and she had nailed that so straight on. Here's the thing though, there's a lot more she told me is going to go on that hasn't happened yet. She nailed the fires, she nailed the axles, and then when she threw in the tires I thought, well, that's pushing it, you know? But I got the axles, I got the tires. Right when I thought everybody forgot about us, Sheriff Pierce shows up. Everything's falling exactly like she said. So that being said, this is why I was pushing myself so hard. Through that door right there, through the kitchen, that goes straight through the bedroom. As long as the elevator's on the first floor, you can walk straight into the bedroom, look out that window too, or just go to bed. Take it down to the second floor as far as she could ever hold herself up, because you have to stand there in the elevator. It wasn't big enough for the wheelchair she had. It's a big wheelchair. So she'd go down to the second floor in the walker and walk around where the garage is, the deep freeze, computer room. Another bedroom I was building down there, the washer and dryer and stuff, and she'd come back up sometimes. Never could make it down to the third floor on the elevator. She didn't have the strength because you have to hold your body weight up or the elevator shuts off where it is. And on the third floor there's a tunnel that I had built bag by bag. It goes underneath the kitchen, under this floor, and out to here. I'm going to walk you out there now. So coming out the front door, it don't look like much, but you have to come up this wheelchair ramp. And I got this power seat offline, finally, after working enough to this was so nice. It picks her up, pulls her back in, turns her around, you close the doors. That gave her freedom to go anywhere she wanted to go, every other day. Plus with her edema, you can't leave her out more than 3 hours with her feet down, or her legs will swell up and rupture. And they start bleeding and leaking for the next 2 weeks. You gotta work with all that. That power seat gave her the ability to get out and see things, to see these mountains that she's seen burning. So she had me start building this big storm shelter under here. And that tunnel comes out right there by that blue wall. There's a door, comes under the house, comes into this room, which would be a food pantry, storage, backfilled all with just like this, buried all under. So possibly that wall of fire she was seeing would have been right here. Because that was the Gatlinburg McDonald's Food City on that side over there. That wall of fire was coming over top all these trees, not touching any of these trees, ramping up over top of all these trees, like a wall landing like a wave, hitting here, not burning the bottoms of the trees, mind you. There's still leaves everywhere. It was ramping over top and hitting the tops of the trees. You can see where they're on fire. They were on fire. Burnt the tops of them out. It was coming down the ground, catching this on fire. As we backed out of the driveway, our little driveway here, it just started pouring the rain. Our fires went out. That was all ablaze. This was all ablaze. My property marker's right there. Everything on his side burned up. It just stopped right here. There's my blue flag right there. Everything on his side burned up. She just prayed these fires, prayed for the rain. It worked. But there was a lot more. There was a lot more coming. You see what I'm saying? She deserves so much more credit. If I hadn't kept this was a tree I had cut down last night just to get back at my own driveway again, at my own road again from the funeral. If I didn't always keep that chainsaw in this truck, listening to her predictions, we wouldn't have been able to get off this road at night. So when you guys are calling me a hero, don't forget who told me to do all this. She nailed this, everything right, straight, perfect. And she deserves that credit. Because if I hadn't listened to her, we'd have all burned up. All in families would have died. And we'd have been a pile of ashes like the other people who had to scrape up in buckets not knowing who they are. That's not the way it worked out, though. I listened to her. And she sat here in this chair and would have dreams, looking over top of the city. And because of that, all them people were saved. That's why I say she gets more credit than I do. I was just the driver again.